Hi guys, it's MB back with a yoga and a stretch to really get your body warmed up for the day. So we're going to start by rolling out our wrists. Other side if you haven't already. Now move your arms around. Start rolling out your shoulders. Other side, other way. Now let's do some head and neck rolls. Other way. Now we're making our way to our butterfly stretch, which is our feet together and gently push down on your knees. Try to make them go as far down as they could go while keeping your feet together. Probably put one hand or both of your hands on your feet to keep them together. Now put your head to your toes.
Mom, what is she doing? What?
Up. And now put your hands all the way down, but try and keep your head lifted. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna have our feet out and they're gonna be flexed. So you're gonna try and touch your toes. And if you aren't able to touch your toes, you may just reach gently down over here. You don't need to go all the way down. If you aren't feeling the stretch and you're all the way down here, bend your elbows. Now point your toes and do the same thing. Good. So now make your way to your straddle as far as you can go. Feet flexed. And now you're going to put your nose to your knee. Up and now other side. Nose to your knee. Good. Now crawl your hands all the way to the middle as far as you can go. Coming up. So now what you're going to do is you're going to make your way to your mermaid stretch. So if you're here, you're going to go just like this. And now you're going to put your hand on your knee and twist toward that knee. Good. Now put your same hand on your same knee, and now put this arm toward the opposite side. Now stack one knee on top of the other if you haven't already. Elbow down, hand on your hip, and lift up. Lift your hips up. lower down. Now making to the other, working to, or the other side of the movement stretch. One hand on your knee and twist toward that. Now, other hand on that knee, and now stretch the opposite way. Now stack your knees on top of each other. Elbow to the floor, hands on your hip, and lift your hips up. Now we lower down. Make our way to our hands and our knees. And we're gonna do a cat and cow. Cat and cow. Cat and cow. Good. Now we're gonna work our way down to our tummies. Lift one hand up. Put that hand down. Lift the other hand up. Put that hand down. Lift one leg up. Put that leg down. Other leg up. Put that leg down. Now, lift the opposite hand and the opposite leg. So this hand and then I do that leg. Lower down. Now other two hand. And now the other hand in the other leg. Good. Lower down. Now we're gonna lift all four. Both arms and both legs at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Lower that down. Now, sway your legs side to side. Now make a little mermaid tail, down and up. Now, we're gonna have our hands by our shoulders. Push up a very small bit. Lower that down. Push up medium. Lower down. Now I want you guys to push up all the way. Your tummy is lifted off of the ground. Lower down. Good. So, now we're going to work our way back to our hands and knees. So now we're going to lift one arm up and the opposite leg up. Good. Lower down. The other arm up. Sorry. And the opposite leg. Lower down. So now, what you're going to do is you're going to put one leg, in front of you and the other leg behind you. Now lift up. Try to balance. Your hands can be at your heart or on your sides. Now you can go. Switching toward the other side. Lift up. And now you lower down. So we're going to be making our way toward our downward dog. And so we're going to have our legs up. And you can either try and push your ankles to the ground or your heel to the ground, or you could just stay like this. Whatever works for you and is comfortable for you, as long as you feel stretched. Now, lower down. So now you're gonna try and do our turtle pose. It's pretty complicated. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can always go to our child's pose, which will look something like this. But for now, we're gonna work on turtle. So you're gonna not have your hands or your legs touching the floor. You're gonna try and rotate in a whole circle. Watch me.
You're back.
Just like that. It's okay if you can't get a full circle, but at least try to do 2 full circles before you move on to child's pose. Okay, here we go. Second, you should be at your second circle. If you aren't already, then you can go ahead and rest in child's pose. Or you could try and do the second circle. Okay, now if you aren't at child's pose already, then we're all gonna go to child's pose. Stay here. Come up, and now we're gonna go to our tabletop. Lift it only a little bit up, but keep your shoulders not over here. You wanna press your shoulders away from your head. Lift medium, lift all the way up. Now coming down to sit. Now, what we're gonna do is our Warrior 2 pose and Warrior 3. So, for Warrior 2, you're just gonna bend this leg and straighten out that leg, your back leg. And now have your arms extended out. Lean a little bit more against this leg so that way you can feel a nice stretch. Now, working our way to the other side, other knee bent and arms stretched to your sides. Good. So now we're going to work our way to Warrior 3. It's also called airplane or Superman, whatever you want to call it. So what you're going to do is have this leg straight, but you're going to try and lift this leg. Hold on. So lift your back leg while keeping this leg straight. You don't want this leg bent. And try and find your balance. It's okay if you can't balance. Just try again. Okay, we're going to move to the other side. Good. So since we're already standing, I thought we would work on tree pose. So this is our first level. So this is the easiest level. And if you feel comfortable here and you can't find your balance anywhere else, then you can just hang here. Arms, your hands can be together, your arms can be up, or you can be swaying side to side. Our next stage would be the medium stage. You would have your foot on your calf, and you would have your hands on your heart, or up, or sway side to side. Our last and hardest stage would be stage 3. Your foot would be right above your knee, but it cannot be directly on your knee. Now get into whichever stage is most comfortable for you, and just stay there. Maybe if you aren't already, try and sway your tree side to side. Good. Now, going to the other side. I'm losing my balance. Good. Okay, so now we're going to come to a runner's lunge. And so you're going to have this knee bent all the way down. Let's actually do a half split. So you're going to have this knee bent and this knee straight as far as you can go. And you're going to try and put your nose to your knee. Now you're going to try and lift up and balance. And now, other side. Now, nose to knee. Lift up. Hands to your heart. Now, what we're going to do is sit on your heel and straighten this leg out. If you aren't getting a stretch over here or over here, you should try and crawl down. Again, if you still aren't getting a stretch, then you should bend your elbows. All the way up. Other side. Coming up. And now we're just going to work our way to a quad stretch. So we're going to take this leg and try and get it and hold it with your hand. Get a nice quad stretch. Now you can do the other side if you haven't already. So now, after this, you probably want to sit in a chair. So, you got a chair, and you're going to sit on it, just like this, sitting on your invisible chair. Good. Straighten up and make your way back to a nice child's pose. We're just going to rest you for a minute. Coming all the way up. Making our way to our last stretch. Sitting crisscross applesauce. Or you can put one foot over your thigh and crawl down. Coming all the way up. Other side. Now coming up, sitting crisscross applesauce. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. And I'll be back with another stretch or yoga soon. Bye, guys.